Welcome back to the news desk at the South Carolina Manufacturing Conference. I'm Patrick Hoff, a staff writer with the Charleston Regional Business Journal, and with me is Jim Newsome, President and CEO of the South Carolina Ports Authority. Jim, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me, Patrick.
So you talked a little bit about manufacturing's impact on the port during your keynote a few minutes ago. Would you mind expanding on that a little bit more and talking more about how manufacturing and the port have been related over the past 10 years?
Sure, Patrick. The University of South Carolina just redid our economic impact study, and we have a gross impact in the state of about $63 billion, which was up $10 billion from 2015. And the most interesting part of that study was if you look at the growth in advanced manufacturing jobs in South Carolina, it's been 100% since 2009. The total job growth in South Carolina, like 24%. And our volume growth in the port in the last 10 years has also been up 100%. So it's almost a one-to-one relationship between the growth in advanced manufacturing jobs and the growth in TU volume in our port, which we found, I guess we kind of knew that intuitively, but it really put it, very tangible for us.
Yeah, the economic impact report, $63.4 billion statewide. A lot of that concentrated in the upstate, about 50% of that. Why is that?
Well, so 52% in the upstate, that's the manufacturing hub of South Carolina. If you look again at Michelin coming here in the 70s, if you look at BMW coming in the 90s, BMW having invested $9 billion in 20 years here, and that being the largest manufacturing plant for BMW in the world. So it is a manufacturing cluster. There's a multiplier effect with a major manufacturer like that in terms of suppliers that they bring here. And I also think the upstate has even further potential on the distribution side of things because within our inland port network at Greer, that location's within 500 miles of 100 million consumers.
Wow. So what does the kind of next couple of years look like for the port in terms of growth? I know you mentioned that the port can't rely on advanced manufacturing doubling again in the next 10 years.
Well, a company like BMW has really tacked a bit from manufacturing setup vehicles to exporting what we call CKD and SKD. So their container volume continues to go up in terms of kitted cars that they manufacture elsewhere. But we're seeing a real emerging opportunity now in retail distribution. A lot of that related to the fact that in the omni-channel e-commerce world, there's simply not enough distribution centers to support distribution within hours, not days. So we've taken some steps in an on-terminal transload facility to attract a major e-commerce customer. We'll do about 30,000 containers there. And then we bought some land in Ridgeville that we think will be an ideal location for import distribution. So we really want to get into the import retail distribution business. And then we want to pair that with export transloading of resins and forest products and ag products because when you bring more containers in, you need to have a plan to help the lines get the containers out.
Gotcha. You've been here at the port for 10 years. What have you seen kind of shift at the port and across South Carolina over the past 10 years?
Well, I've seen a lot shift. I mean, obviously we got back on a growth track. We doubled our volume. We've grown about twice the U.S. port market. But I think what has really shifted is sort of the commitment, the excitement to the port. The fact that we're growing, the fact that we've got an almost 10,000 person, really great maritime community here. I would put this maritime community capability-wise up against any in the world. I mean, these people could work anywhere, and they've got a lot of pride about what we're doing. They deliver a great product, and that really gives us the ability to grow further. So I've really seen the light bulb go on as far as the impact the port can have, and having had some success, I think, breeds further success.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Jim. I really appreciate you being here at the news desk.
Well, thanks for having me, Patrick. Appreciate it.